Zoion, translated from the Greek living, is a multimedia installation. A series of sculptures in steel, glass and a bestiary in polychrome pottery through the interaction between sound, light and movement in space of the observer, wants to speak of the condition sane of living in the world, of otherness and durability or inability to understand the other to self. An ironic point of view, emotional and universal, using the continuous exchange of registers and sound atmosphere through a loop audio, lasting 30 minutes, which is repeated endlessly, creating sensory surprises to the observer, conveying the sense and meanings. The installation is equipped with 12 mono audio speakers. Therefore each carving corresponds to a loudspeaker, which uses a vacuum of ceramic elements, such as resonators. This insulation by a particular sound, making it as close as possible to a natural sound emission, however, altering the acoustic properties of audio output, creating a unique sound. The sculptures can be arranged in space at a maximum distance of 2 meters from each other and can be adapted to different environments according to multiple geometric arrangements in space so as to create new possibilities of sound spatialization, increasing the potential emotional, but also adapting to the host space. Zoion is, properly, a choir of 12 voices. This choir alternates between successive changes of register, using the sounds of animals represented, breaths, unintelligible and intelligible dialogue and actions, truly music, a cappella, or with the aid of electronic sounds, in which a language deliberately propago by amplifying element or relaxing the emotional tension created earlier, and then propose new images, both aural and visual, in a continuous emotional dialogue. The sound is always in sync with the lights that turn on and off when there is a sound event. Each sculpture has 2 neon lights that light up when the character of the choir emits a sound, creating a luminous variable geometry, which emphasizes the spatial and suggests to the observer movement or stillness, as a function of its subjectivity and the reception of his emotional involvement and active participation or passive towards the work. Zoion lives in a dark environment. 6 wood lamps are always lit to allow the orientation of the observer during the brief moments of total darkness that serve as breaks between series of events occurred and others to come. A network of cables of red color, electrical and audio, connects the sculptures to one another, creating at the top, on the head of the public, a sort of dense neuronal network, or a venous network. This aesthetic choice wants to make, beyond its technical function, manifest the interconnection of every single being on this planet and focuses on the small differences on the other revealed by genetic 98.5% of genes in common among humans and primates, 90% cat, etc. etc. beyond the possible implications spiritual, to prove, or entrenched speciesist, of superiority among the species. The technological elements of the installation are all deliberately visible, making them part of the complex organism that characterizes Zoion, linking each element of the work to another. This organic virtuality is an integral part of the work and its meanings. The engine of the work is hardware. 2 computers, Arduino, and software, Pro Tools, Rooms, VVVV. Zoion wants to be a total artwork, philosophical, in which different languages and disciplines are integrated through technology, to create a unique organic carrier of meanings that lend themselves to multiple levels of interpretation on our being in the world.